At a Michigan horror-themed festival this weekend, the biggest scares were the scheduling issues, after dozens of vendors say they were turned away, claiming the event was overbooked. Dominique O'Neill joins us in studio now. Dom, what can you tell us?
Well, Michael, what was supposed to be a big weekend for small businesses has turned into a major headache for some vendors. Dozens are posting online saying they traveled hours to the Michigan Oddities and Horror Fest, paid booth fees, and even booked hotels, only to be told there was no space left when they got there. Take a look at these Facebook posts. More than 20 vendors say they were unable to set up on Saturday at the Monroe County Fairgrounds Expo Center. Several claimed they paid to participate, but were told there was no space left. I got in touch with one of them, Wickley Co., who say they arrived at 8 a.m. after traveling from Medina, Ohio, only to be told there was no space. A disappointment, adding they've never had issues with the event before and believe too many vendors may have been booked this year. It's created a situation where people who did get a booth feel a lot of sympathy for those that didn't.
It really sucks for vendors because vendoring's a hard business. This is your stuff. Some people drove from 4 hours to get turned away after they paid. That's not okay, man.
Feather Metal from Michigan, another vendor who was turned away, shared a similar story, saying this was their first event of the year, and with their main income being the business and winter months tight with limited events, one no can be incredibly frustrating.
Do feel terrible for the vendors that did get turned away.
But some vendors say there is some nuance to this situation, saying organizer Nate Thompson normally does a good job, and they will be surprised if he doesn't make the situation right.
I hope that they did find some way to get their refund back, and I know Nate has been very, very dedicated to trying to make sure that everybody gets their money back that they were intended to.
I think, like any businessman, you've got to give him a breath to breathe, and I'm pretty sure that if they get refunded, then I understand their frustration still, but at that point, they need to understand that he did his very best to try to make through it.
And I texted with Nate Thompson, the organizer. He told me about 20 to 25 vendors who they didn't have a space for will be receiving refunds. Reporting in studio, Dominique O'Neill, WTO 11 on Fox 36.